Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about packing your hospital bag and your baby's bag, because when you are pregnant, it is like the biggest mind, literally. You just can't think. You have baby brain then. So when you've had your baby, you definitely get baby brain. But there's so much to think of and things that you kind of don't even think that you need. And when someone mentions it to you, you're like, oh God, how did I forget that? So I asked my Instagram followers what they needed and I put it all together, and I thought I'd do a little video for you guys so that it makes it so much easier. So I had two bags. I had a baby's bag and a hospital bag with me. I'll start off with the baby's bag first because that's the fun one. My one was not that interesting. So in the baby bag, I took 8 sleep suits. I changed them so I had like a few that were newborn sizes and then a few that were the up to 1 month or a different weight, because you can get the really, really small newborn ones and you can get kind of the ones that are a little bit bigger just in case your baby is born that's slightly bit bigger. And then I took 8 vests, I took 2 pairs of mittens, and I took 2 blankets as well. I've put on my Instagram these 2 small businesses that I really, really liked blanket wise. I think one was like the Knitting Bee MCR on Instagram and the other one was like Mora UK. And I do quite like the blanket as well from Aden and NA, I think it is. But anyway, so then I also took 15 nappies. I took water wipes. I also took cotton wool because in the beginning you use cotton wool and warm water. So I took quite a few cotton wool. You need quite a few of those because that meconium poop, you need a lot of cotton. Nappy cream. I took Charles Farm nappy cream with me, but I also like the Bepanthen nappy ointment. My little one really gets on with that, so I still use that to this day. Breast pads, soothers, and a bottle I put in his bag as well. Muslins. The best muslins I found were from Baby Bamba. I always talk about it on my Instagram page. They're super soft. They're made of bamboo, and actually Junior started using it as a bit of a comfort in bed. And obviously you can breathe through them, so you don't have to worry about them suffocating themselves or anything like that. They're fine. A hat ×2. You need your car seat because apparently these days you can't take your baby home unless it's in its car seat, which back in the day apparently never used to be the thing, but now that is the case. A swaddle, ready-made formula milk ×2 bottles, just in case either you can't breastfeed or it doesn't happen for you or your baby can't, or you do actually want to use formula. Either way, all fine. And don't forget your frozen colostrum that you might have harvested as well. Keep that in like a travel cooler bag as well. I took that in travel cooler bag with an ice pack with it. And then when I got to the hospital, I gave it to the midwives and they stored it for me. So your hospital bag. Now, you'll probably think, why do you need some of these items? But actually, you do. So the first one, flip-flops. I found that obviously in hospital, you don't really want to wear your nice, comfortable home slippers in hospital. Like, if you go for a shower and stuff, you just want to whack on your flip-flops, do you know what I mean? So flip-flops is a must. I wore them all the time. Shampoo and conditioner. Obviously dry shampoo, shower gel, razor, moisturizer, your towel, dressing gown. I was in my dressing gown a lot, literally. It was like my go-to. Socks, toothbrush, toothpaste, pajamas, lip balm. Now, when someone said this to me on my Instagram, I thought to myself, lip balm, really? Am I really going to need it? I can't tell you. That lip balm became like water to me. It was that important. I was smothering that on throughout my whole labour. I mean, the gas makes your mouth so dry. I've never had cotton mouth like it in my life. So 8 Hour Cream by Elizabeth Arden. I think it is, the 8 hour cream, the protection one. It was a godsend. So good. So I'd really recommend that one. By the way, none of these are ads. It's just what I found to be really, really helpful. So I thought I'd just relay the info. Face cleanser, iPad, phone charger. This one again is a funny one. Extension lead. What a godsend. So you literally only get one plug by your bed. So I shoved the extension lead in and then I was fully equipped. I was then. I had my phone, had my iPad, I had everything, and I was not. Oh, and also because I was charging my pump as well. So thank the Lord I did have my extension lead because I could do it all at once. It was all fine. But no one thinks about that. And you guys, some of you might think, God, how excessive is this person? But I swear it was so handy. Underwear ×6, nipple cream. The best one I found was from Lancelot. Is it Lancelot? Yeah. The nipple cream, super good. Honestly, the hospitals use it. It's really, really good. Maternity bra. Flannel. To be fair, actually, I'm going to touch on the maternity bra thing. A lot of people have asked me about maternity bras, and you've got to be so careful with them because they can lead to blocked ducts, which obviously I've showed in my previous video. I might put my previous video here actually, because blocked ducts, that video is super important. Basically, they can dig in and then cause obviously your ducts to get blocked. So what I've actually been using, it's not a maternity bra, but again, not an ad, it's from Boody, Boody UK, I think, or Boody Wear UK on Instagram. They've been so good. They're made of bamboo again, so super soft on your skin, and it doesn't dig in anywhere. Obviously, it doesn't have I've got it on now. It doesn't have the maternity straps, but you can just obviously pull them down. But they have not dug in. They've not caused me any blockages. They're just so comfortable. They're kind of like their sports bras. I'd recommend them. And also, if you want to do hands-free pumping, then the Mumba bra, you can just whip your pumps in underneath the bra. No one can see anything, and it also has baby sensory kind of patterns on the top. So if you are breastfeeding or if you are pumping, well, actually you don't need it for the pump because the pump doesn't care, but the baby will love all those patterns. I think they're like Mumba_bra on Instagram. Snacks and drinks, you can't have enough snacks and drinks. So I say I took in about 12 Lucasade fizzy oranges. They got me through my labour. I mean, I puked up most of them, but they got me through my labour. I promise you, I needed all the energy I could get. Tens machine from Baby Care Tens, that was a godsend. I had that on before I got to hospital. I think I had it on the way to hospital, actually, in the car. So you need to pack that. Might need to have that on the top in case you do need it while you're going to labour. A fan, box of maternity pads. Some people use the maternity like actual knickers, but for me, they were just far too big and just kind of over the top and a bit unnecessary. The pads did it justice, absolutely fine. Hairbrush bobbles, face mist. Some people say about the midwife expert spritz for bits. I didn't need that, luckily, but people have sworn by that. Headphones, your maternity leggings and a big baggy t-shirt, a cardigan, jumper. And then the next bit I found was so important. So I actually did 2 thank you cards. So I did one for the midwife that was delivering my baby, and I did one card for all the midwives that looked after me after I gave birth. Because if you think about it, obviously you're putting all of your faith into these guys delivering your baby really safely and making sure your baby's all fine, and they ask for nothing from you. You know, you go there, you're looked after by them, and they give you all their care and attention. And I just think a thank you card goes a long way. So I made 2, and I gave one to my delivery midwife, who was over the moon, and then again to the team in the midwife section after. I also got 2 presents for them, and this was during lockdown as well. I just had to make sure I was super organised. So I got, again, a present for my delivering midwife, and then a present for all the midwives that looked after me. So it was like a huge box of chocolates and I think a few other bits. And I think the people that looked after me the most, or not like a competition in a sense, but the midwives that dealt with me the most, you know, you get some that are, some attend to you, you know, you're their patient as such. I gave them an extra present as well, just for saying thank you. So yeah, I think that's super important, and it doesn't take a lot. Even a card, they'd appreciate a card. And I think it's ever since I read the book, Adam Kay, I don't know if anyone else has read them, but I went to see him in the theatre, or yeah, it was kind of like a theatre-y, it was like a stand-up thing. And when he talks about it and the fact that obviously NHS staff don't, you know, they don't ask for anything, you know, it kind of really hit home. And so me and my sister both did thank you cards and presents to all the midwives, just to say a little thank you. So yeah, if you've got the time and you can, just even a handwritten note, they'd appreciate, you know. So I hope this video has been really, really helpful to you guys. If I've missed out anything that you did take to the hospital, then just add it in the comment section below so that anyone who's reading this can also remember those items. That's what I took. I mean, I kind of felt like I didn't go too overboard. I did use everything that I took, but obviously I was in hospital for a few days. So if you're in and out, then you might not need everything that I took. Woo! We've got some questions of the day. Okay, so questions of the day. How did you manage your first endometriosis flare-up after peanut? It's been 8 weeks postpartum and I'm scared. Okay, so I was talking about this on my Instagram the other day. I got kind of a womb, well, when I say kind of, I got a really, really bad womb ache or cramping, whatever you want to call it, for the first time. Obviously, after you give birth, you get that womb cramp where your womb is contracting back to its original size, you know, shrinking back down, etc. And that's fine. That was like kind of like a little mild period pain. But the one that I felt the other day was sharp and it was really deep and it took my breath away, you know, and I just found myself having to breathe through it. You kind of end up on your tiptoes as you're going through the pain, like, but breathing through what I like to call, I kind of call them contractions now, because ever since giving birth, that's what endo actually reminds me of. I feel like that's how I dealt with my contractions so well, because I've had endometriosis contractions since I was like 15. But breathing through them and just trying to keep calm, and obviously you get IBS symptoms, don't you? But that's how I've been managing the ones I've got at the moment. Obviously if they get worse, then I used to take Feminax, and obviously the whole hot water bottle thing. Walking helps, because I know you cramp up, but if you exercise and walk, it actually kind of releases it a little bit and relieves it. But obviously you don't feel like doing it at the time because you just feel like curling up in a ball, but it actually makes it worse. So just try maybe a little light walk around the park and the fresh air will help. But yeah, that's kind of, I mean, don't be scared, because some people don't get their endo symptoms after giving birth anyway. Some people go away and they don't get it back. So just try and remain positive and yeah, just deal with it as and when it comes. But that's all I can really say on that one, I think. Okay, thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, click the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This is my Instagram. Look forward to seeing you over my Instagram as well. Take care.